Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Badlistiani, number 234102299. I would like to present my work about land registration process for agrarian law assignment. I will explain about the main questions regarding this assignment, which are the first one is what is the theory of land distribution? Number 2, how is the practice of land distribution? 3, what are the challenges faced in land distribution? And the last one is what are the legal aspects of land distribution? The background of this assignment is this field practice assignment will help students gain a deeper understanding of land law in Indonesia through hands-on experience. It allows students to explore real-world applications and develop the skills to handle complex issues in the field. We can start from land distribution. What is land distribution? It is a process that involves the setting up of land rights, either through inheritance or the termination of joint ownership. Land distribution can occur for two main reasons, according to Mrs. Trinican. The reasons are inheritance. When a landowner dies, the rights to the land are divided among his heirs. For example, if a person has 5 children, the land owned will be divided into 5 parts according to the agreement between the heirs. Number 2, termination of joint ownership. In cases where 2 or more people purchase land jointly, they may decide to terminate the joint ownership. In this case, an akta pembagian hak bersama or APHB is made to divide the rights to the land. Move to the next slide. It is about land distribution practices. The land distribution practices involve several steps. Number 1, mutual agreement. The parties must reach an agreement on the division. This is important to avoid conflicts later on. Number 2, certificate generation. Once an agreement is reached, the land title will be split according to the agreed shares. Number 3, deed making. A notary or land deed official or PPAT will draw up a deed recording the agreement. The challenges in land division or land distribution. Some of the challenges often faced in land division include mutual agreement. Reaching agreement between all parties can be difficult, especially if there are differences of opinion. Number 2, accessibility. If only one part of the land has access, a new one needs to be created so that all parties can access their part. Number 3, incomplete documents. The distribution process cannot proceed if the ownership documents are incomplete. Number 4, taxes and notary fees. The creation of a deed and division of joint rights usually requires the payment of taxes and notary fees, which must be agreed upon by all parties. The legal aspects of land distribution. The legal aspects of land distribution in Indonesia involve various elements that are important to ensure equity and sustainability in agrarian resources management. We can start from basic law provisions. The first one is the Basic Agrarian Law or UUPA. The UUPA regulates various kinds of land rights, including hak milik, hak guna usaha, and hak guna bangunan. Every individual or legal entity that owns land rights is required to actively cultivate it and prevent exploitation. The second one, maintenance obligation. The landowner has the responsibility to maintain and improve the fertility of the land and prevent damage to it. Next, the land distribution policy, agrarian reform. This policy aims to distribute land fairly to the community, especially to support food security. However, its implementation is often hampered by inconsistencies in regulation and legal conflicts. 2, government regulation. For example, PP number 18 of 2000 2021 related to land management and registration rights should be in line with the job creation law, but there are often discrepancies that result in confusion and in implementation. Next, principle of balance, public interest versus individual interest. In land acquisition for infrastructure development, it is important to maintain a balance between public interest and development needs. This is regulated in Law Number 2, year 2012, which emphasizes that land must be made available for the public interest by providing fair compensation to the owner. Law enforcement and dispute resolution. It can occur by mediation and court. Settlement of land disputes is not only through court channels, but also through mediation facilitated by the government. This is important to create a fair solution for all parties' involvement. This is the last slide, our documentation that we already interviewed Mrs. Trinikan for this assignment. I think that's all for my presentation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.